Here we go. Business titan Lord Michael Ashcroft was charged Monday with manslaughter by negligence in the shooting death of a top police officer in Belize. The arraignment of Jasmine Harton, 38, London's first female mayor, Jane Bigelow, known for her determination and advocacy around social and environmental issues, has died. Hydro EA and Face EA explained by 2001 Prew's shootdown was an incident on 20 April 2001 in which the Peruvian Air Force shot down a civilian float plane. 1.1 Australia, after Brock Tex Granby books photo, long arm gang, that's what's up. Brock gives you Brock gives you want some? Folded bag to hell yeah on bridge at Lone Mountain. Jerusalem AP Isaac Herzog, a veteran politician and the scion of a prominent Israeli family, has been elected president, a largely ceremonial role, carrying on board Polisario. Front leader Brahim Gali takes off at the Pamplona airport, northern Spain, Wednesday, June 2nd. Boba Barim Gali, leader of a movement seeking independence from Morocco, who is at the center of a diplomatic row between Rabat and Madrid, flew out of Spain to Algeria on Tuesday. So let me zoom in on this. This is one, okay. So um so this is um they spelled his name wrong, okay. So 4522 Satanic down to 9687 English Ordinal. Um, just like early April, I was at Jack in the Box use ATM at US Bank. M out in April early, M out in June early. The first one with the Granby stuff. The first one was the volcano in Iceland. Okay, um, that's what that was. So um, yeah, I had gone to McDonald's and the guy was like long arm game because there was a long line and like, but he's pretty tall and then I'm pretty tall, so I was like that's what's up or something. I just said something off kilter for me kind of, and then I reached and gave him the card, to get my Coke or whatever. Um, or it was actually a meal, and then because I was starving, like Future says, and then he was like, "Oh, you want some?" That's what he said, like right away, and I didn't respond. I didn't know what to say. I was like, "What's he talking about?" So then they folded the bag. They made and like it was kind of weird how they handed off the bag, like to the guy to give to me. Like I couldn't see who was back there, like in the kitchen who handed the bag. Like I just saw the arm. Like usually I see them like come up and with the bag, but it was like weird. So I gave it to this guy on the bridge who was like a mix of Mexican and white, and he was like, "Hell yeah!" He looked in the bag and was like, "Hell yeah!" So it was like a Pulp Fiction moment because I don't know what was in the bag. Like it might have been like the 47 or something. So um, or like whatever would represent that sign of the people. Um, so um, yeah, that happened, and then the the ballroom galley. Let's see, uh, Jane Bigelow and Lord Michael Ashcroft. They're trying to get the Myri, the Pectus Carinae. They're trying to get that solidified to be animal years, but it's not going through, and that's okay. Um, so let's see. Just like early April. So this here, Lost Bros, Phil and Bible, St. Brahma, which is battery. 4 is which is battery. Um, they might be the ones who die in the films always, and then the clone is like prestige clone. I hadn't thought of it that way. So like Joe Pesci is still around. Like I'd love to talk to him. I guess the funny girl from Scream. I guess she's still around too. I didn't. I thought it was they. I thought it was they leave, and then the clone just kind of. I thought it was like that weatherman on ABC. Like they kind of like are default. They're kind of faulty, so um all right. Long Leg Sally, 3 steps. That's from a song actually by the Sandmen. I was looking into that. I don't know. Olympia Dukakis, the Oscar-winning actress, has died at the age of 89, according to her family. Her brother Apollo. Um, Her brother Apollo Dukakis confirmed the news. That's old news, and we've gone over that before. Um, in a Facebook post saying she passed away. Saturn knew I needed a car seat, but I didn't know how to choose one, said Jennifer Pelkey from Brighton. Says the first time she tried to pick out a car seat, it was a confusing process. Virginia Tech official said, is Emin Itut, who is from Virginia Beach, is a freshman at the school. Is a freshman at the school. WTKR reported that he attended Cox High School. Police have identified the victim as 40-year-old. That's a 40, not a 40. Jerry Smith of Blacksburg. His death has been ruled as a homicide. They say he and Etude knew each other. So BHB4C right off the bat with reverse satanic. These are ciphers on gematrinator.com. If you'd like to follow along on there, just type this in and it'll come out. 6215 English ordinal and 6009 Jewish ordinal, English ordinal and Jewish ordinal. So a Mach to be deep, 5700 trigonal. When I came to the casita tonight and got on the computer, it's relaxing Enya, just some tunes for the video, but um, there was this site pulled up that said it said um, opinion, how the amazing monarch butterfly um, how the amazing monarch butterfly migrant became a refugee from us. That was the article, and it was one of these normal looking kind of animal or rare species articles that I will pull up, but I don't think that I pulled it up. I don't think it was from my doing, so someone had used the computer and done that. Now, this tonight and the hippocampus from the other night, the seahorse, I don't have on footage. So that's my fault. I'm sorry. That's not me being a good detective. you know, I'm I'm like, I don't know. I guess I'm being more like Superman than Batman or something. Like I'm not doing a good job. Things are slipping through the cracks and I'm being a little clumsy too. So I'm sorry about that. Please forgive me. Um, so you do get this here. If you want to take a look at this, uh, these are the ciphers in decimal times the reverse satanic and times the trigonal. Okay, to get a solution to the problem. I did some deep work on this, adding and subtracting, and I think that sometimes the addition, it'll be a sum of how it's perfect that you didn't say what you didn't say. It's perfect with and knows that it happened, and then sometimes it's just like list of what happened. Like, yes, this equal, you added this, and here I'm going to list it, and that's what it is. That's what the sum will do. But sometimes the sum is like, hey, you forgot to say this, and you did that too. And hey, it was perfect. Good job. But the solution is like, it's like double X snake eyes, like, here's your solution. You times it and like, here's what you're gonna do. If you want, it's choice. So I don't know. That's kind of how I'm looking at it. Um, but that sum and see the solution will sometimes do that too, where it's like, well, the solution will be more, it'll read more like, hey, we're picking up on this. Like, did you do this too? Like, we're not really sure, but like, I think this is what happened. Like, and then like this could lead to this and this. Like, it gives multiple like ways of how it could go down. All right. So, presbytis percura and rafflesia kemumu. These are one and two up there. And these are perfectly mixed scales of this creature. 11 pack abs, 3 foot 11 inches tall, fast swimmer and climber of trees, super suave, indifferently subtle, super strength, can see things coming and move agile to deflect. Nothing can come close to it. All right, so this is the creature. So I did want to. I was just gonna laminate this and have it be a list, like just by itself. But then tonight. I'm like, no, we need to go ahead and make this a creature. Like, go ahead and say, what's going on. And I've missed a few days here and there where I've just done the laminate of a list of what happened, kind of, and had put it in Gematrinator, and then I put it in the pile. Um, in my room back there, the little study or closet or whatever, and like, um, so I'll try not to do that, but like the videos just pile on. They really do. Whenever I'm, you know, trying to list everything. So we're at 16. It's 2:07 Pacific AM. So in 2 hours we will be at 16 days left to get to the 503. Now, the it character fell in the paint, okay, and that added on more days to be 503. From it added on 21 days to be 503. Now, I went to Arby's to get my mom a sandwich and they said it would be 595. So that was for Erland or something, Dynamo from uh, Running Man, but like I think it meant more like E or more or something. I broke it down to where it could work. I've seen the 595 show up a couple more times, but it kind of represents the electric company and like the burdens of how it adds up to be a 3.5 year itself of the 36 7 of the 736'es, I mean, um, that we have with the 12 creatures that are on the last video of Rorsman Troy. If you add the Herglick with one of the ones that are 3 years, the Horax with one of the ones that are 3 years, like you kind of do it like that, then it does, and that like they're 5 months plus one or something, like it does actually come out to be that it's 736's. um so that was pretty cool to see. um I can even probably show some of that. Let me see if I have it. um Let me see if I have it. Let's see. um yeah, I'll just tell you what it was: Blue Hulk and Lion Mandrill, Thomas J. Lay, Lion Macaque, Chuck Walla by itself, Revelation 13 Part 2, Four Horn and Tupac, JFK Horax, Najar Herglick, Denver Chicago Pyro Golem Lice with Sea Spider, and the Sea Spider comes out to be, now listen kind of close, okay? The Sea Spider comes out to be 82, which is the no knee, 65 WP, 21 moves, 90 Canary, 150 Kobe Bean Bryant, 120 September December 2014, 74 War Machine Bush Phone, 153 Peter, 522 Manchester. Now that equals 1277, and the mask is actually the Question Victor Zaz, and that's actually more of the 153 would be the mask that everyone is wearing or used to wear. So now what this is Erland Philip Peter Van Lith de Jude. So, and I made sure that it was right. Basically, for every move, 3 days, a 3 day symbolism. West Point, that's roundabout, but it was right. Um, so, yeah, I think that is, it does work out to be with. Now, I couldn't find the Sea Spider video, but I if you take it from the 421, um I shouldn't say take it, like if you start it from the 421, so and then the golem pyrolyse, you know so I just listed all of it. So thank you, have a good night.